Hola, año 7. Buenos días. ¿Qué tal? Ok, este es clase número 7. Aquí es tu do now. ¿Cómo se dice en español? So, see if you can write the following birthdays or dates correctly in Spanish on your sheet of paper. Leave the date and title. We'll do those afterwards. But I'll give you 5 minutes or so, 5 minutos, to complete this one. Bueno, las respuestas. So, which is the word for my birthday? Well, you can see it there in the example. Mi cumpleaños. We'll practice some pronunciation in a moment, so don't worry. Mi cumpleaños es el, and then you should have 16 de octubre. So it's just a number, whereas we say at the end, 16th. You don't need that in Spanish, you just need the number and the word de and then the month, which you should have in your on your paper from previous lessons. So, número uno, mi cumpleaños es el 16 de octubre. Then we've got número dos, mi cumpleaños es el 2 de diciembre. Número 3, mi cumpleaños es el 28 de marzo. And so that's a mistake there. Número 3 should be 28 de marzo. And número 4, mi cumpleaños es el 31 de mayo. Now just take a moment there to make sure yours looks just like mine, correct any spellings, and we're ready to move on. Okay, so vamos a escribir la fecha y el título para hoy. And our title, ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? We're going to do a bit more speaking practice and a bit more listening practice with this topic of birthday. Okay, entonces, ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Now, we haven't actually practiced this as a question and an answer speaking, so we're going to do that now together. So let's practice together. Repite, ¿cuándo es? Repite, ¿cuándo es? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? ¿Cumpleaños? Repite, tu cumpleaños. ¿Es tu cumpleaños? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Muy bien. And then you should have it written down from last lesson, but then you're going to answer that question, say when your birthday is. So mi cumpleaños es el, and then you're going to say your date. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of speaking practice here. So with your partner, you're going to ask them, and they're going to ask you 5 times when your birthday is. So, ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Mi cumpleaños es el 9 de julio. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? So if you use y tú, just make sure that you practice saying ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? And that you don't just say y tú every time, because obviously we can all say y tú quite straightforwardly, but ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños can be a bit tricky. So let's all spend a couple of minutes practicing that. You can use your paper, obviously, but if you feel like you can do it without looking at your words, that's fantastical, and that's even better. Bueno, ok. Ahora vamos a escuchar. Escribir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 en tu papel. We're going to listen. Write 1 to 6 on your paper. You're just going to complete the birthdays. So as you can see in number 1, you've got a date. You've got a day. You haven't got the month. And in number 3, you've got the month, but you haven't got the day. Okay, and then 5 and 6 are harder because you haven't got either. So we're going to listen, and we'll listen to each one twice, and then next to your 1 to 6 that you've written on your paper, you're going to complete the answers.
Escucha. Copia y completa los cumpleaños. 1.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 27 de mayo.
1.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 27 de mayo.
2. So which month did you get for that one? Yes, sí, muy bien, correcto. May, it was mayo, wasn't it? So May. Well done if you got that one. Okay, número 2.
2.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 24 de octubre.
'¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 24 de octubre.
3.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 18 de marzo.
'¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 18 de marzo.
4.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 31 de agosto.
4.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 31 de agosto.
5.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 22 de diciembre.
5.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 22 de diciembre.
6.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 17 de enero.
6.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 17 de enero.
Okay, hopefully you've got 6 answers for that, but you may well have found number 5 and number 6 a bit more tricky. So what we'll do now is we will go through the answers and see if we got them correct. Okay, so The first one we've done all together was the 27th of May. So let's listen again to number 2 and see if we've got it right.
De mayo.
2.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 24 de octubre.
So we had 24, and what was the month? Octubre, which is October. Good. So whenever you see half of a question like this in English, so you can see that the dates are in English because you've got the 27th, okay, then that means that you will always complete it in English. So we don't mix it. So if the question is in English, you answer in English. If the question is in Spanish, you answer in Spanish. Okay, so we should have October. Don't worry if you've written Octubre. Just amend it now so it's October. Bueno, and now we've got March. So we're listening out for the date.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 18 de marzo.
So there we're 18, which would be 18th. So 18th of March for number 3.
4.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 31 de agosto.
So again, we've got the month in August, but we need the date, which is 31, which would be the 31st. So you should have 31st written down.
5.
So when we do 5 and 6, you know you're going to hear each one twice when you do it originally. So try to get one piece of information each time. Aim to get the month maybe the first time, and then you know what it's going to sound like, and then the second time you can get the date, which might be a bit trickier.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 22 de diciembre.
So the answer for number 5 is the 22nd, 22 de diciembre, 22nd of December. So well done if you got that.
6.
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Mi cumpleaños es el 17 de enero.
17 de enero, so that is the 26th of January. Enero is January. So super well done if you got 6 out of 6 there. Excelente. So we have a saying, don't we, in English about the months of the year. What do you think this is saying in Spanish? 30 días tiene noviembre, con abril, junio y septiembre. 28 solo 1 y los demás 31. Did you get it? Yes, it's the Spanish version, is it, of our saying of 30 days has September, April, June and November and so on. Okay, so this one says 30 days has November, so swap November and September around compared to our saying. And then it doesn't say specifically about February here, but it just says only one of them has 28, referring to the days, and the rest have 31. Good, okay. Vamos a leer. We're going to read now. So it's going to take you probably a couple of minutes. I want you to write the age and the birthday for each person. So we've got A, B, and C. And if you can try to work out any extra information that you understand in the text about their birthdays, jot that down in English as well. So, 3 minutos. Bueno, okay, las respuestas. I've put them in a funny order, but anyway, let's just go through them. So for B, the top one then, what have we got for that? So you should have Javi, which is his name, and his age is 13, and his birthday is the 19th of September. So Javi, 13, 19th September. Okay, and the one in the middle should be Marta, who is 12, and her birthday is the 25th of December. And the last one is Irene, and she is 14, and her birthday is the 14th of February. So what else did you understand from those texts? So we've got in the first one, in B, Javi, he says hasta luego, which we remember is see you later, hasta luego. And he talks about he says, mi pasión es el deporte. I wonder if you know what that means. Mi pasión es el deporte. So if you got mi pasión, that's right. It's my passion. So something he's really keen on. And el deporte means sports. So he's really keen on sports. Good. So where does it say about Marta's birthday in bit A? It says 25 de diciembre, el día de Navidad. What do you think this means, el día de Navidad? Well, what day is the 25th of December? Yes, it's Christmas Day. So that's how you say Christmas Day in Spanish. El día de Navidad. So what's the word for Christmas? Navidad is the word for Christmas. Good. And the word for day is día. There we go. Excelente. And what do we know about the date of Irene's birthday? 14 de febrero, 14th February, el día de San Valentín. It's Valentine's Day, isn't it? Well done if you got that one as well. So there's one more piece of information I want to pick out in these texts, and that's in the middle one when Marta says, me llamo Marta y vivo en Sevilla. What do you think that means? What piece of information is Marta giving about herself there? And what do you think Sevilla means? Well done if you got this. So the Sevilla would give you a clue. Sevilla is Seville, which is a city in Spain. So Marta is telling us where she lives. So that is what we're going to move on to doing next. So we're going to be able to ask and answer somebody about where they live, where you live. So we will say the question, which is, ¿Dónde vives? So repite, ¿dónde? Which means where. ¿Dónde vives? Repite, vives. And otra vez, ¿dónde vives? Muy bien. And otra vez, ¿dónde vives? Bueno, en la respuesta, vivo en. I live in. Repite, vivo en. Excelente. So, ¿dónde vives? Vivo en Birmingham. En Inglaterra. What do you think that means? It means I live in Birmingham in England. So well done if you got that. Vivo en Birmingham en Inglaterra. So Inglaterra is England in Spanish. Muy bien. Okay, so let's get that written down, please, onto your sheets. Write the question, ¿Dónde vives? Don't forget the accent. Don't forget the upside down question mark at the beginning of the question. And don't forget to write the English underneath to remind you what it means. Terminado? Bueno, let's have a practice then. Let's go back to our conversations with our partners. Have a quick conversation to get it in there and practice. So, for example, hola, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Qué tal? ¿Dónde vives? And then a greeting, and then say goodbye at the end. Okay, so spend a couple of minutes practicing that and getting your ¿Dónde vives? Question in your conversation. Bueno, excelente. I'm sure your teacher has heard lots of fantastic conversations there, saying well done. Okay, our final activity today is going to recap on the work that we've done so far this half term. So we've got, can you match the right answer to each question? So I've chosen some questions that we've come across, and what I need you to do now is work out where the answer is. So write out the questions, and if you've got a different colour, perfect, write the answers in a different colour. Make sure they're a different line. You can work with the person next to you. It's not a test. And if you really get stuck, you can use the work that you've written in your previous lessons. Suerte, good luck. Okay, terminado. Vamos a hacer las respuestas. So we've got ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Well, we should have got that one right because we've been practicing it today, haven't we? So our answer will be es el 3 de enero, which would be it's the 3rd of January. ¿Cuántos años tienes? La respuesta, sí, tengo 13 años. Remember, we answer that with tengo at the beginning. Good. Fe, ¿cómo estás? So, ¿cómo estás? How are you? So, here we go. Perdón. Fenomenal. Gracias. De, ¿cómo te llamas? And then we've got me llamo Luis. A, ¿qué significa en inglés dos? ¿Qué significa en inglés? So what does it mean in English? Dos. So what's dos in English? It's the number 2, isn't it? Well done if you got that. And finally, ¿Dónde vives? Which we've just practiced. Vivo en, and then wherever you live. Excelente, muy bien. Muy bien, año 7. Next lesson, we're going to be moving on to brothers and sisters. Hasta luego.